Thanks everyone for coming. You may be seated. CJ and Mallory, if you would join hands. The one part I did not have written up the speech because I just knew the words would come to me is Mal, wow. Wow. I mean, if we can put our hands together for how unbelievable she looks. Yes. What a lovely day, and I am grateful to be here in front of everyone. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Stefan. CJ and I have considered ourselves best buds for many decades. It was funny writing this speech. Honestly, it took more narratives than a Dungeons and Dragons game, and the reason I said that is because Mallory's a nerd, and I figured some people might get a kick out of it. For those of you who don't know CJ, he is a good guy, and not like in a Minnesota nice kind of way. When describing CJ, I would start and end at his heart. CJ is sensitive, inclusive, and his heart has more capacity than any galaxy out there. And if you don't know CJ, you're adding someone into your community today that's going to make it a warmer and better place. For those of you from Buffalo who don't know him, or Minnesota, a little warmer is really nice. A fun fact about CJ, he is the kind of guy who says when he's going to do something, he'll actually do it. And probably a lot of people out there are thinking, yes, he has his own business, he started it. That is a thing, but it's not the story I'd like to tell today. Back in the day, right before we graduated from school, there was the summer, and this is the summer of our senior year. We both had a little bit more time to graduate. CJ just had a quick class after graduation in '09, and he came to visit me in Greece. We were two good-looking guys, had an excellent time. CJ goes home. No, we're good. Don't worry, it's not that story. CJ goes home, and he has one class to finish up in Madison. It's a month long. It's a really quick one. It's really kind of easy walk-through cakewalk class. So CJ has a good time. We both get back to Minnesota, and I see him for the first time being in Greece for a few more months. CJ was in Madison again, and I just look at him and I go, wow, you got fat. And he looks back at me and he goes, that's exactly what Jerry said. And he goes, don't worry, I'll take care of it. And about 6 weeks later, the handsome face you see right before you, right back where it was. He just put his mind to it, lost all those victory minor lap pounds, and great looking individual. Yeah. But enough about CJ. Let's talk about a friend I've gained over the years. Mallory. I remember when CJ first told me about this incredible girl with a huge dog. She was smart, interesting, and just had a whole bunch of stuff going for her. So, needless to say, I was intrigued. And after meeting Mallory, it was very obvious she was just your average basic pumpkin spice latte drinking girl. Obviously, not true. The only thing basic about Mallory is she does enjoy a good brunch. And if you don't enjoy a good brunch, there's something wrong with you. You're very inflexible because it's a meal in between two meals. It's really a great thing. Anywho, what do Mallory and Shrek have in common? Anybody? Okay.
Takers?
Yeah.
Anybody want to give a gander?
In the words of Shrek, layers. They both have layers. Mal is a jock, but she also likes reading books. Mal is a motorcycle bro, but she also likes rad stuff she finds in secondhand shops. Mel will throw some weights around, but she also super fancy. Mel is spontaneous, but she'll plan a wedding at the Hemingway house and call about 20 million antique stores so we can all have a copy of Hemingway's book. Like I said, layers. And we'll keep going on that theme because here we are at CJ and Mel's wedding. And Probably the most traditional thing in the world is a wedding. CJ and Mal were not certain about having a wedding, as Mal sometimes like to challenge traditional norms. And this is by zero means a traditional wedding. I mean, it's amazing, it's beautiful. If anyone's had a chance to see, woo, nice job. Everyone involved, really, really something else. But it's a wedding. Weddings have stood the test of time, and the act of getting married has made society possible, in my fair opinion, and I will defend that, yeah. CJ and Mal, I ask you to look around you at the people here. Soak it up.
Soaking you all in.
These people are your community. You brought us here to profess not only your love for one another, but we can no longer see you two as separate. You are one. Yesterday, we were two separate communities. And you are joining us as a single community now. So what, the layman may say, but marriages have stopped wars, united kingdoms, and if Romeo and Juliet would have gotten married, the Montagues and Capulets would be living happily ever after. Very big missed opportunity not having a wedding there. So what does that mean for you two? You no longer make decisions that are good for either of you. It means decisions must be made in the other's interest. How do you know if you're making the right decision for each other? Sounds very easy. Communication. Only 15 more pages. Communication is the only thing you can build on. Communication is it. It is the foundation of the stability of our new entity. If you are thinking there is something you should share and you do not, your other half will sense it and it will make minor cracks in your foundation. The only way to fix these minor cracks are easy. Communication. There can be no expectation of what the other half needs without communication. No matter what you expect, neither of you are mind readers. Let the other know how you are feeling and why, and everything's gonna be all right. Just, an island guy, we're in Key West, why not? With that said, occasionally pistons will misfire, and that's fine. There are always minor mishaps. But I have excellent news for you. Communication is the foundation. But the other C, community, is here for you. We are your flying buttresses. For those of you who did not take senior humanities with CJ, a flying buttress is a wall, and then it's got another arm, like that, and it props up the outside wall of the exterior of a building to make it stronger. I don't mean to belittle anyone here, but I actually did Google flying buttress to make sure because it sounds weird. That is really what it is. And it's a really long-winded way of saying, we are here for you. Speaking of committing, let's do some vows and rings. Since this is a non-traditional wedding, instead of rings, Mallory got CJ a cartridge from a tank from World War I. Did you bring it? World War. That's what we called an audible. We're doing rings. But first, before the rings, we'll do vows. And CJ and Mal decided to keep it traditional with the vows. For the record, I Googled traditional vows and I clicked on the first thing, and so therefore I did not double check. Oh, that's legit. If this doesn't sound real to anyone, we can do a class action lawsuit against Google. And so first, to groom. Will you please make this vow to Mallory by repeating after me? Yes. I, CJ, take you, Mallory.
I, CJ, take you, Mallory.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better or for worse.
For better or for worse.
For richer or for poor.
For richer or for poorer.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
I promise to love and cherish you.
I promise to love and cherish you.
To bride. Will you please make this vow to CJ by repeating after me?
Yes.
Nice. I, Mallory, take you, CJ,
I, Mallory, take you, CJ,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health.
I promise to love and cherish you.
I promise to love and cherish you.
Very nice. Since we are doing a non-traditional wedding before the ring exchange, let's include the community in taking some old traditions and making them their own. That means we'll need some audience participation. That's right. We'll do what I need you to do, then I'll go back and explain why we did it, Pulp Fiction style. Okay. I'm actually going to need everyone's participation. This isn't a joke. Okay, so I need everyone to say Oprah on the count of 3 like this. Oprah! 1, 2, 3. Oprah! Oh, wow, that's good community action right there. Okay, now I need you all to say Hasselhoff like this on the count of 3. Hasselhoff! 1, 2, 3. Hasselhoff! Ooh, this is going to be good. All right, now I need. We got CJ and Mal. Take this. Each take a plate. So we got a cup here as well. This is going to be the cup. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I mean we're in Key West. We're in Key West. Sure. It's got a unicorn and a pony and a rainbow. All right. So the idea here is everyone. You've got a clay pigeon and a plastic cup underneath your seat, and I need you to grab it. Yep. That'll be good. Here, I got Take your time. Oh, we're good. All right, so now we're just gonna pantomime the action. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna go Oprah, and then we're just gonna go like this, but we're gonna release the plate on the ground. We're not gonna go 2 banana sandwich on this because we don't want shrapnel getting in each other's eyes. And then you're gonna put the cup by your left foot, and then we're gonna say Hasselhoff, and we're going to smash that cup. So we got that going on. Everything prepared for you? Get it prepped. It's pretty hard, so good luck. All right. So, in some sort of togetherness, we'll do our best here. We're gonna, on the count of 3, you're gonna repeat after me with Oprah and then Hasselhoff, and then we're gonna have a great time. All right, so 1, 2, 3, Oprah! Plays biodegradable. I'm also going to be cleaning this up. I hope they have a push broom. So before this wedding, I actually said, hey, by the way, CJ, I'm only going to do it if you and Mallory say that's okay and you're going to pay for any of the damages. And for some reason, they said yes. So now we're here. Okay, let me explain. So in Greece, in celebrations like weddings, we say opa, which means like yippee-ki-yay in Greek. And then we smash a plate. And then for the glass, mazel tov. So we got the Jewish wedding tradition there. And I have one more tradition, which is already basically a CJ and Mallory tradition. So it's going to feel real natural. The reason why rings are chosen for weddings is because it's an endless loop. And endless loop is to represent the love that goes on for infinity. So I have another endless loop. The common donut. I need you both to grab this with your left hand. Yep. Oh, there's some sprinkles in that one. How about that? And then pull it apart like a wishbone. And then, oh, you got the bigger one. Nice. And then I'm gonna want you to wrap each other like you're drinking a wine. And then, and then just mow it up. Very nice. There we go. Yeah, of course. Nice. What you witnessed is CJ and Mal's new anniversary tradition. Your community would like it if you do an Oprah to celebrate your general yippee-ki-yayness of your unity, as well as a Hasselhoff to break a glass to show the party will always continue. And eat a donut the way of holding your infinity, breaking apart, and mowing it to show your community that you love each other for the rest of your lives. Rad. Now let's get married. For the rings, before I have Matt give me the rings, a very fun side note. So yesterday, CJ gave Matt the rings, and the fear in Matt's face, it was like we were standing right here, and it was just like Ernest Hemingway was just like, "Hi, Matt." And he was just terrified that he had to hold the rings for 24 hours. But how'd you do?
We forgot him once, but
We got him.
we got him now.
We got him. Perfect.
You got a little hassle on.
Not glass, don't worry. All right. So, to groom. CJ, will you please take this ring and place it upon the third finger of Mal's left hand? This one. Very nice. Very nice. Hold her hand. Oh, we got it. Hold her hand in yours, and please say this promise by repeating after me.
With this ring, I seal my promise to be your faithful and loving husband for infinity and beyond.
To bride. All right, please place. Oh, you already got it. She read ahead. Hold his hand in yours, and please say this promise by repeating after me. With this ring, I seal my promise.
With this ring, I seal my promise
To be your faithful and loving wife.
to be your faithful and loving wife
For infinity and beyond.
for infinity and beyond.
Nice work, and you may kiss the bride. By the power transferred to me by Ernest, I now pronounce these two man and wife. Community, please help me in welcoming the